Hi, I'm Randy Christian with the Essential Faith Project. Today I want to talk to you about gentleness. Gentleness is one of the fruit of the Spirit. It's the 8th in the list of 9 fruit of the Spirit found in Galatians 5:22 and 23. These are qualities that the Holy Spirit is building within us, things that we are commanded to do and to be, but at the same time can't be on our own. It requires the Holy Spirit's work within us for them to be effective. Now, this one is one of the most interesting of the words of these qualities because it's one that honestly I don't think most American Christians particularly value. Gentleness is also translated meekness. It's the same word that Jesus uses in Matthew 5:5 when he says, "The meek shall inherit the earth." And I have never met a Christian who was actively working on being meek. Not in America. I know many of us have tried, but the fact of the matter is we have a tendency to sort of put that one aside and want to do other things that fit our cultural values better. And meekness does not fit our cultural value. So, what is this meekness? What is this gentleness? The Greek word is pravkis, and it basically means to not respond in kind. It means to not find ourselves returning evil for evil, but to have the ability to respond to people in a gentle manner, whether it's our general demeanor, our attitudes, our words, our physical actions, a way that doesn't harm other people, and whenever possible, doesn't even hurt other people. A way that, by the way, might hurt us. One of the most hated passages in the Bible for Christians in America is Matthew 5:39. You probably don't know that offhand, for the simple reason that we don't really teach it. We've heard it, but we don't teach it. It is turn the other cheek. About a year ago, I was in a local church in the Fort Worth area listening to a very well thought of preacher who publicly stated he had no intention of obeying that command. And the people in the congregation applauded. Blew me away. Here's a man who's supposed to be helping us, teaching us how to follow Jesus, and he publicly states he's going to disobey, and he's not interested in following the Lord. Now, I would submit to you that, number one, that shows this man is not meek, because he sees himself literally as above God. But number two, a man who is not willing to change. I got to tell you, I don't want to turn the other cheek either. I grew up learning to do the exact opposite. As a young teenager and later as an older teenager, before I came to the Lord, I literally was training for a career in violence so that I would never have to do that. And one of the hardest things for me has been meekness. So I get it if that's something that you struggle with, but understand this. This is what our King wants in us. And if he wants it in us, by definition, it is the right thing and the best thing. So I have to set my prejudices aside and start off, if I want to be meek or humble or gentle, I've got to start off with asking God for help. Lord, you know this is not me. Help me to be gentle. Then I need to reject physical strength as a definition of power. That's hard for me. I'm still, after almost 50 years serving the Lord, I still struggle with this. Every single day, I have to go to the Lord and ask him to help me with this. But I can report to you that I'm way better than I was 50 years ago. So we will grow with the help of the Holy Spirit. But we have to say, no, I accept God's values, Jesus' values, not someone else's. And here's something that's helped me as I do that. Remember, Jesus had the authority as God in the flesh to do anything he wanted to anybody. Growing up as a Jew and watching the oppression, the brutality of the Romans, he could have stopped it with physical power. When he was being nailed to the cross, he could have literally made those people not exist, or with a thought, switched places with them. But he didn't do that, because that's not what he valued. He valued the strength inside, not the power of the physical body that is going to fall apart and rot. So reject physical strength as the standard for power. Then choose a specific situation, or maybe even a person, in which, or interacting with which, you have a tendency to want to respond in kind. Whether it's arguing with them or wanting to let them have it. And ask the Lord, give me the ability, Lord, today to interact with this person out of gentleness. And then allow the Lord to put you in a situation and see what happens. It won't be easy, I can tell you that. As I'm making these videos, I had an encounter just yesterday where I literally was tempted to physically throw someone off my property. Now, I didn't, but the whole time I was praying and yet wanting to do that because of what this person was doing. The victory is that I can tell you I didn't do it. With all the smirking, the comments, the attitude that this person had, I didn't do it. Instead, I allowed the Holy Spirit to change me a little bit more from the inside out. And you can do that as well with his help. If this is useful to you, I want to encourage you to click on the subscribe button and allow us to send you notifications of other videos as they're posted that will help you in your search for how to be faithful and let the Spirit grow you and change you from the inside out.